We all have this idea of how love stories are supposed to go. But in the age of TikTok, the whole playbook for getting into a relationship is getting a really fascinating rewrite. It's a question that sounds like it's straight out of a rom-com, right? But what if it's way more common than you think? We're about to dive into a real-life story that shows the answer might just be a huge yes. Okay, so let me introduce you to Kirby Johnson and Luke Eisner. Their story kicks off with this picture-perfect, movie-style meet-cute in their apartment building's elevator. It seems like the start of a classic, fast-paced romance. But yeah, this is where their story takes a hard left turn from the typical script. In fact, what happened next is exactly what makes their journey so interesting and so relatable to thousands of people online. That's right, I'm not kidding. For 4 whole years, they were just best friends. No romance, no drama, nothing. Just a really close platonic friendship. And when I say close, I mean close. They lived in the same building, saw each other constantly. But as Kirby puts it, they never even pop-kissed. But here's the wildest part. They were both secretly, totally in love with each other the entire time, and neither of them had a clue. So, after 4 years of this stalemate, what on earth could possibly break the spell? Well, it all came down to one single, decisive moment that honestly feels like it was ripped right out of a Hollywood script. And you know what? It wasn't some huge, dramatic gesture that flipped the switch. It was just the simple threat of someone else entering the picture. Kirby casually told Luke she was going on a date. And well, that was the spark that lit the fuse. Yep, faced with the real possibility of losing her, Luke finally confessed his feelings. And just like that, bam! Their 4-year stint in the friend zone was officially over, and their real love story could finally begin. Okay, so it's a super sweet story, right? But the reason it completely exploded online goes so much deeper than that. It actually plugged into this huge, ongoing conversation about modern dating. I mean, the TikTok where they told this story racked up almost 1 million views, and that's because they perfectly captured a viral trend that's happening right now. It's called the casual origin story. All over TikTok, couples are documenting their own long, winding, and, let's be honest, often confusing paths to commitment. You know, those talking stages that can last for months or, in this case, even years. And relationship experts have totally noticed this shift. While maybe previous generations made things official in about 2 months, for Gen Z, that talking phase can last 6 months or even longer. It's a whole culture of building a friendship first, which is exactly what Kirby and Luke did. So what does all this mean for the rest of us? Well, it just goes to show that there's no single right way for a love story to begin. They can be slow, they can be unexpected, and they can start right where you least expect it. So that makes me wonder, what's your casual origin story? Every relationship has that unique beginning, whether it was a super slow burn or a total whirlwind romance. We would absolutely love to hear it. Share your own origin story down in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, you know what to do. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explainers just like this one.